Today marks 1 year since the passing of our hero, and we wanted to make this video in memory of Jason David Frank to talk a little about his life in Power Rangers. Jason David Frank started with Power Rangers in 1993 in the first season of Mighty Morphin and was only going to be a regular villain who would appear in several episodes. Audiences liked this character so much that they decided to drop him. This is something that also happened in the Japanese version Super Sentai, but in America the acceptance of the character was different. In America they accepted the Green Ranger character, but they also accepted the actor as he did an excellent job. Tommy Oliver was a character that transcended and broke barriers as he was able to create such a large fan base that after 30 years of history, he is still one of the favorite Power Rangers. Jason David Frank and Tommy Oliver still hold the record for most appearances in Power Rangers episodes. Tommy was the first Sixth Ranger and the first Ranger to start out as a villain and then become a hero. There is even an alternate history where Tommy did not become a hero and stayed as a villain, and in that story, he was also one of the best villains in history. This villain is called Lord Draken, and he was able to destroy the entire Power Rangers universe. It is clear that Tommy Oliver has been one of the best characters in the history of Power Rangers, and all the fans were honored that Jason David Frank was the actor who played this character. After 3 seasons of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, they made a big change starting season 4. Now it would be called Power Rangers Zeo, and Tommy would become the Red Ranger, being the leader of that team as well. Then in season number 5 would start being Power Rangers Turbo, and this was Tommy's last season as an official Ranger. Then in 2004 in season number 12 Power Rangers Dino Thunder started, and Tommy would return to be a Power Ranger. Although in this team he was like a mentor, he was also a Ranger. Tommy continued to appear in more Power Rangers episodes and was part of all the Power Rangers events around the United States. Jason David Frank also did special episodes that were promos for video games like Power Rangers Legacy Wars and for Boom Studios' comic book Shattered Grid, where he played Lord Draken. For several years fans were asking for Jason David Frank to play Lord Draken in an official episode. Some were hoping that for the 30th anniversary of Power Rangers Jason David would appear as Tommy Oliver or Lord Draken. That would have been one of the biggest surprises in the Power Rangers franchise. In addition to Power Rangers, Jason David Frank was also filming a movie called Legend of the White Dragon. This movie is due to be released in 2023, and although no one knows exactly what the movie is about, many think it is a version similar to Power Rangers but aimed at a more adult audience. In what little they have shown of this new movie, we can see that the costume that Jason David Frank wears is very similar to a Power Rangers costume. Maybe Jason wanted to make his own version of the Power Rangers, since it was rumored that the actor had problems with Hasbro. Some of these rumors were that Hasbro was not treating him with the respect Jason deserved, and this is why he was not appearing in more episodes of the series. Another great appearance of Jason David Frank in the Power Rangers franchise was in the movies. In 1995, the Best Power Rangers movie was released, in which Jason David appeared as Tommy Oliver as the White Power Ranger and the leader of the team. This movie won the hearts of many fans who had stopped following the franchise. In this movie we can see Tommy being a great leader and Jason David Frank being a great actor. Then in 1997 the second movie called Turbo, a Power Rangers movie, was released. Although this movie was less famous, still, it had a great importance within the franchise. In 2017 the new Power Rangers movie was released with a different cast of actors. In this movie, Jason David Frank appeared for several seconds next to Kimberly the Pink Ranger. In this part of the movie, the audience that was in the theaters began to scream and applaud as both actors are fan-favorite characters. In his personal life, Jason David Frank was dedicated to mixed martial arts, and that is why he could continue to give life to the character of Tommy Oliver, as he maintained a great physique. In these mixed martial arts, he was a very good fighter. He even had fights that he finished in several seconds. Jason David was a kind person and always liked to share with his fans. He liked to be close to his fans at events and always asked the producers to let the fans take their time to talk to him. Jason's life was more difficult since the death of his brother Eric, who was also part of the Power Rangers franchise. In August 2022, his wife asked him for a divorce, and this was a very painful thing in Jason David's life. Even so, he always looked very happy and motivating on social media. The death of Jason David Frank hurts all of us fans who grew up watching Tommy Oliver in Power Rangers. Those of us who got to know this great actor got to know one more important part: we got to know his heart. In the Power Rangers franchise, he was already a legend, but now he has left a mark in the hearts of all fans forever. Every event they celebrate, fans are dedicated to remember this amazing human being and also the character of Tommy Oliver. It was amazing to see the tribute they did for him at the end of the special episode, and we know they couldn't do much more, just like they did for Twee, the actress who played Trini, due to the fact that it all happened after the filming of the episode. Even though the franchise is going to do a reboot and the universe Tommy Oliver is in is not going to have any more seasons, I still think the franchise should do some bigger tribute for Jason David Frank and Tommy Oliver. For many years, Tommy Oliver was the face of the franchise. Even after he left the TV show, Tommy was still the face of Power Rangers. This obviously happened because this character is a legend, and because of this, he also appeared in some anniversary episodes. Recently, they also released the Master Morpher, which was Tommy's morpher, in one of the special anniversary episodes, and all this was done together with the actor's family. We mourn the terrible event and hope that the powers that be will protect you all.